Oh, you idiot! In December of last year, you found yourself in need of a huge amount of money. About 6 months ago, you were involved in a traffic accident, weren't you? An accident involving a car and a scooter in which a young woman was injured. She was taken to the hospital where she underwent surgery. How much of this did you know? These medical papers document the treatment of the young woman in question. According to these, her operation cost $1 million. And yet when the payment was due last month, you somehow managed to pay in full. $1 million? A preposterous sum! Someone should sue these HMOs. No one would pay a bill like that. If the medical association got wind of it, the hospital would end up as dead as a morgue. But Mr. Tigre had no choice but to pay, because his very life depended upon it. Order! Order! We say his life depended upon it, Mr. Wright. Indeed it did. Simply because the injured woman was none other than Viola Cadaverini. Did you say Cadaverini? Bruto Cadaverini, mob boss in charge of all the underworld activities in the city, and doting grandfather to his precious Violetta, also known as Viola Cadaverini. Your life was in danger unless you paid compensation to the boss, correct? It makes sense. You were desperate to acquire the $1 million Bruto Cadaverini demanded of you. So desperate, in fact, you decided to sacrifice Glenn Elk's life to pay your debt. On the day of the murder, Mr. Tigre's sole intention was to get his hands on this CD. Glenn Elk had no way of paying back the $100,000, and Mr. Tigre knew it. But then a miracle happened. The kind that Mr. Tigre would prefer to say never happened, but he can't and neither can I. The lottery win? Exactly. At the 11th hour, Mr. Elk won $500,000 on the lottery, which left Mr. Tigre with no way of getting his hands on the all-important CD. At least, no legitimate way. So he resorted to illegitimate means. That's crazy. He murdered Glenn Elk and made his next move, to frame Maggey Byrde for the crime. Mr. Tigre posed as Glenn Elk, while Viola Cadaverini played the role of Miss Byrde. And they reenacted the whole thing in order to create a witness. The witness being the one we all heard testify yesterday, Mr. Victor Kudo. Like I said, Trite, that's crazy. No one could pull off a stunt like that. For starters, there's no way the chef could have been kept in the dark about it. Mr. Armstrong was in on it from the very beginning. Have you forgotten already, Mr. Godo? Mr. Armstrong owed the witness money too. $500,000, in fact. He had no choice but to go along with Mr. Tigre's plan. Order! Order! Servants will clear the court! You've put on a good show, Spiky. If yous want to stay alive in the loan shark business, you gotta be careful. You saying I dressed up like the kid, created a witness and framed someone? If I did something crazy like that, I'd leave a trail as bright as my shirt. I ain't dumb enough to do something sloppy like that. I agree. You do. Despite your appearance, you are very careful. That's why you took one more precaution. One more trick to make sure Miss Byrde had no way out. What? Another one, Mr. Wright? Interesting. Why don't you fill us all in, Trite? What was the trick Mr. Tigre performed to frame the accused? Oh, fuck. Planting the poison, right? Please. Spit the fucking coffee. And what's the relevance of that, Trite? Fuck off! It's just a little intro. An intro to what? It seems all this has been an elaborate trick on the part of the defence. Fuck's sake, now I've got to fucking make my way back to that thing now. Fuck's sake! Oh, the lawyer thing, right? Pretending to be Phoenix? Oh, fuck off. Fuck all the way off. There we go. What on earth is that? What an insult to think anyone could be fooled by such a childish imitation. Consider yourself insulted, Your Honour. Mr. Tigre, you didn't just pose as the victim the day of the question. A month ago in this very court you posed as me. What? That's the truth. But the witness looks nothing like you, Mr. Wright. Although, now I think about it, it was you, wasn't it? No doubt it was you, standing in here in this very court a mere month ago. The Phoenix Wright who put up the most disreputable, shabby defence I've ever seen. Can you prove that, Gramps? Prove the attorney who represented the accused here a month ago was this man? Are you prepared to take the stand and testify it was him? What? Hey, forget about it, yeah? I wouldn't do something like that, not me. You made the mistake, right? It was someone else, huh? Have you no pride, sir? This isn't a matter of pride. In case you don't know, Trite, here in court we deal with people's lives. Mr. Godot's right, Your Honour. Speaking for myself, I am absolutely convinced the attorney in question was the witness standing before me now. However, I preside over this court as the judge with the vested power to hand down a verdict. Someone in my position cannot be swayed by a memory without evidence to support it. No. If the defence has no further evidence, the court will now excuse the witness. The circumstances surrounding Mr. Tigre are dubious for sure, but not conclusive. But we've come so far. You say he impersonated Glenn Elk, you say he impersonated you, and none of that adds up to the murder charge. You don't have a shred of evidence the witness poisoned the victim's coffee. Ah! Ha! Sucks to be you, right? Gumshoe, if you could come in with those fingerprints, now would be a really good time. Don't mess with the tiger, you're going to get mauled. You've got that? All we managed to do here was chase him round a bit, but I was so close to getting him to admit his own guilt. Ah. Looks like I won't be needing a refill. If I just had one more piece of evidence. One more piece of evidence, and maybe I could get Maggey off the hook. This witness's cross-examination is over. You're free to go, Mr. Tigre. Come on, Gumshoe. Hold it! Your Honour, sir. Wait! Detective! Detective Gumshoe. Sorry I took so long, pal. I staked everything on this. My badge, the works. Here it is. My heart's counting on this too. What is it, Detective? Is it obvious, pal? The final decisive piece of evidence. What? Sorry it took so long, pal. I finally got the results from the lab. The results? About the prints, pal, from the medicine bottle. Oh, so? You know who the prints belong to? You think I'm some kind of act detective? Of course I know. So tell us. They're the tigers, right? I knew it. You bet. Clear as crystal, all over the bottle. They're Furo Tigre's paw prints, all right. That's great. We got it now, Nick. What's wrong with you? You've hardly said a word since Detective Gumshoe got here. He laid everything on the line for us, Nick. I know. Look, I'm sorry. This is kind of hard to say, but it really doesn't make any difference whose prints are on the bottle now. What? Why not? We need to produce at this stage in the trial is irrefutable evidence the tiger put the poison in Glenn Owl's coffee. He already admitted he met the victim. The fact his prints are on this bottle, that really doesn't make any difference now. Oh, I knew it. Great. No matter how hard I try, I'm never of any use. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. This is our last chance to help Maggey. I've been working on some useless bit of evidence the whole time. It's alright. I'm a real loser. It's not breaking news to me, pal. Detective Gumshoe? Maggey? You've been working on something for me? Sorry I let you down, Maggey. I know you didn't do it. And I'm a detective. We're supposed to be able to prove stuff like that. I'm really sorry. I'll get out your hair now. Detective Gumshoe, wait! He's gone. Isn't there anything we could do now, Nick? I wish there was. Gumshoe worked so hard to get that evidence. If only there was some way I could use it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honour. I granted you a recess. You can prepare this decisive evidence you discovered. Yes. Don't keep us all in suspense, Trite. Show us. Naturally. We can assume this evidence is what will actually stand up in court, can't we? Think, Phoenix. Don't let Gumshoe's hard work go to waste. How much more of my time you gonna waste? I ain't been in no court before. The used lawyers sure know how to blow things out of proportion. No doubt, given the nature of the evidence, it will speak for itself. Nevertheless, you will talk us through it, Mr. Wright. Right now I can't prove anything new with this evidence. If I'm really backed into a corner here, maybe if he thinks he got me beat, he'll let his guard down a bit. Well, don't keep us waiting any longer, Mr. Wright. Present this fine decisive piece of evidence to the court. This is the defence's final piece of evidence. Is that the victim's... Your Honour. Naturally, the court is already aware of the contents of this bottle. However, interesting new information has come to light. We have clearly identified some fingerprints on it. Fingerprints belonging to you, Mr. T. Gray. What? But Mr. Wright, what conclusion are you hoping to draw from this new information? Everyone here knows what the bottle contains, except one man. One person in this courtroom should be theoretically in the dark. My prints are on that fancy-looking bottle, is that what you're saying? What the hell's in it anyway? Phony trial, phony lawyer, phony clues. Everything about this case has been phony. Seems like the perfect excuse for some phony evidence. Mr. T. Gray, this is a decisive piece of evidence that will prove your guilt. Why? Because it contains potassium cyanide. Potassium cyanide? The poison used to murder Mr. L, Your Honour. The victim's killer used this very bottle. And on this bottle, Mr. T. Gray, we found your fingerprints. Well, how'd you explain that? You'd make a good clown, you know that? What? Yous ain't never gonna get that to stick, you just make me laugh now. You think a cheap bluff like this is gonna fool the tiger? A bluff? I can see straight through the Phoenix, right? That ain't the bottle with the cyanide in it. No, this is the bottle we found traces of poison in. Don't mess with the tiger, you're gonna get ripped to shreds. The cyanide bottle was brown and made of glass. That cheap piece of trash don't look nothing like it. And how do you know that, Mr. T. Gray? Got him, at last. What? Why's everyone gone quiet? I said the bottle... Is this the bottle you're referring to? Yeah, that's it. That's the bottle the cyanide was in. You ain't gonna find my prints on that bottle. Don't let the cosy looking suit fool you, people. The lawyer's just playing games. Tell him, Mr. Prosecutor. Tell the guy where to go. You still haven't figured it out? Don't you realise what you just said? What I said? What did I just say? You were summoned to this court for the first time earlier today. If you really had nothing to do with the murder, you shouldn't have known all the little details. For instance, you shouldn't have known what kind of bottle the potassium cyanide was in. But just now, you stepped up in front of every single person in this courtroom. You described the exact bottle used by the killer to hold the poison. You don't know who he's messing with. I'm the tiger. I control millions of dollars on the black market. You think I'm gonna let some jumped up suit get the better of me? Sure, the last piece of evidence was phony. But that's just what you deserve. The phony trial of a phony lawyer was all played out by you, the biggest phony of all. What's going on?
It looks like a blackout.
Well done, Trite. I saved my 17th cup of coffee just for you. Savor it. While you watch the police restrain your prey.
Mr. Wright, you caught this tiger by his toe, but if this one hollers, he won't be let go. Now then, how are things with Mr. Tigray, Mr. Godo?
He's being arrested on suspicion of murder of Glen Elk, Your Honour.
Fortunately for us, we managed to rectify a grave error. Miss Byrde was found guilty in the absence of a genuine defence attorney.
Yes, she was. And in the absence of genuine evidence. But the tiger made one mistake.
Indeed. He very nearly got away with everything if it wasn't for that one slip of the tongue. Thuro Tigray is truly a frightening criminal.
Ha. Truly frightening one is that defence attorney over there. Godo.
Well, I'm now in a position to deliver my verdict. This court finds the defendant, Maggey Byrde, not guilty. That is all. Court is adjourned.
Mr. Wright, I am at a loss for words, man. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Maggey.
I was so mad when Mr. Wright landed me in trouble a month ago. Now I feel like I can forgive him.
Well, it wasn't me, Maggey. That was the tiger. Look, Nick, in the doorway. Detective Gumshoe. Oh, guess I'll be heading off then. See you around, pal. Wait.
Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah. Congratulations, Maggey.
Thanks.
Oh, I knew you were innocent all along.
Why didn't you say that in your testimony then?
Oh, well, I was... I guess I'm heading off then. See you around. Wait, detective. He just ran off.
Maggey, why are you being so hard on him? He busted his ass for you. It's thanks to him we got the medication bottle. That wasn't even of any use. But it's only because Mr. Wright used it so cleverly. Detective Gumshoe was just going round in circles.
Poor guy. Looks like she still isn't ready to forgive him.
Can't you put in a good word for him, Nick?
Ma's right. I should help Gumshoe out. It's clear he needs it. Maggey. The other Detective Gumshoe's been really worried about you for all of this.
I want to believe it, sir. But on the first day of the trial, he practically gave the judge a free pass to lock me up.
He didn't have any choice, Maggey. He's a detective. He has to report the facts.
He doubted me. That's why I thought he might have done it.
I've got to prove to her that Gumshoe really cares about her. I'll give her a little present to celebrate her freedom.
Take that!
Here you are, a present to celebrate your freedom.
That's...
A present from Detective Gumshoe, made with a ton of love.
He said you lost weight and was worried about you. Detective Gumshoe? I actually really like weenies, you know.
Did you guys hear that? I'm pretty hungry myself, you know. Yeah, the trial dragged a bit today, didn't it?
Is it okay if I eat this now?
Oh.
How is it, Maggey? It's really good.
So the case of phony versus genuine comes to an end. The false allegations surrounding Maggey have all been cleared up. And who knows, maybe a whole new chapter of her life is about to start. Turnabout beginnings.